A box with your real name on it was opened at 6:17 p.m. today. Inside was something stolen 4 years ago. Archangel Michael says the hour has arrived, and nothing will be the same after what just happened. At exactly 6:17 p.m. today, a box bearing your real name was opened, and what was found inside has shattered the silence that cloaked your past for 4 long years. The truth is no longer hidden, and someone is trembling because the time of reckoning has begun. The name written on the box wasn't guessed. It wasn't a label printed randomly. It was etched by someone who has held a part of your destiny hostage. For 4 years, this box remained untouched, hidden in a place where light feared to enter, because it contained something that was taken from you when you weren't watching. There was a shadow behind that theft, and that shadow had a face. You trusted it once, but that person carried something from you, something irreplaceable, and locked it away with the hope that you'd never find it again. Today, their hope turned to panic. The lock was broken, not with force, but by fate. The hands that opened it didn't know the full story, but the moment they saw your real name, the energy inside the room shifted. Suddenly, everything paused. The object inside was untouched, but it was humming with your energy. It recognized you, even before you were told about it. Someone picked it up with shaking hands, and in that instant, they saw visions, memories not theirs to hold. They saw your laughter. They saw your tears. They saw the moment it was stolen. They felt guilt that did not belong to them. Because the true thief is someone closer. Someone you once broke bread with. Someone who once said your name with love, then whispered it with jealousy when you weren't around. What they stole was more than an object. It was a symbol, a turning point, a moment meant to empower your future. It was your letter, your photograph, your recognition, your identity in written form, snatched before it reached the hands that were meant to change your life. The one who took it didn't want you to become who you were destined to be. They feared your growth. They feared your name being spoken in places higher than theirs. But fate does not forget. God does not misplace. And justice delays only to multiply the weight of its return. When the box was opened today, a ripple tore through timelines. Your spirit felt it, even if you couldn't explain why your heart started racing without a reason. Something inside you stirred. Something long buried cried out, "It's coming back to me." And indeed, it is. Someone is on their way to return what was stolen. Not because they want to, but because they have no other choice. They are being pushed by a force greater than their pride. They thought they won when they buried the truth. But the truth has a habit of rising from graves. And today, at 6:17 p.m., it stood up. In that box was the evidence of who you were meant to become. It's not just paper. It's not just a token. It's a divine receipt of your destiny. And it bears your real name, the one the heavens recognize. Someone else knew this day would come. They've been watching. They've been preparing. You will receive a call. Not just from a stranger, but from a divine intersection of moments. That call will come with a confession. It won't be comfortable, but it will be healing. The person who once held your power will now come trembling, begging for you to release them from the energetic debt they've carried all these years. And you will remember everything, as if it just happened yesterday. You'll see the moment they lied. You'll feel the moment they switched the names. You'll relive the moment you were left confused without knowing why. But this time, you'll have the upper hand. There will be an invitation extended to you. A meeting. A gathering. Somewhere your name should have been 4 years ago. This time, it will be there. They thought you'd be forgotten. But heaven was writing your name in places they couldn't reach. This is not just a message. This is restoration in motion. You will no longer carry the pain of what was stolen. Because what's coming to you is not just the original blessing, it's a multiplied version. The 4 years you lost are about to return as 4 major breakthroughs. The energy of that box has now begun to echo. And it's calling every hidden opportunity, every delayed answer, and every silenced witness to come forth. The name on that box has power. Your power. And the world is about to see it. One by one, people will start remembering your name for the right reasons. They'll speak it with respect. They'll speak it with admiration. They'll speak it in rooms where your silence was once mistaken for absence. But you were never absent, you were just being hidden for a time such as this. Now, the light is calling you forward. The one who opened the box has already made the first move. They've contacted someone who knows you, someone who has been waiting for this day. Their message is traveling fast. Within 72 hours, something else will be unlocked. This time, it won't just be symbolic. It will be physical, tangible, unmistakable. And you'll realize, you didn't lose those years. They were simply being prepared for your return. A door will open where you once faced rejection. An apology will come from a voice you never expected to hear again. And the person who kept you out will soon be the one opening the door, holding it wide. This shift is not small. It's part of a greater wave moving in your favor. Your real name, the name etched in spiritual records, has been activated. And no one can silence it anymore. So prepare yourself. Rest tonight, knowing the mystery has been broken. The cycle has ended. You're no longer the one wondering what if. You're the one being called to step into the what now. And this time, nothing will be stolen again. Nothing will be buried. Nothing will be misnamed. Your identity, your gift, your proof, it's all been seen. And it's all returning. Keep walking in the light. You're almost at the place where everything changes. And remember, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your name has now entered a divine register, one that no man can erase. That box, opened precisely at 6:17 p.m., wasn't just a moment in time, it was a spiritual declaration that the hidden chapters of your life are now being rewritten in your favor. What was once buried is now being lifted, not just to be returned, but to be elevated. The one who found it never expected the weight that came with it. They thought they were opening a forgotten container. Instead, they were opening a portal of truth, one that exposed everything kept quiet for 4 long years. Their hands shook. Their breath caught. Because they saw the name, your name, glowing as if it had been burning beneath the surface all this time. The object inside still had your scent. Your energy had preserved it. No dust. No decay. As if heaven had protected it for the very moment it would resurface. Archangel Michael says this moment was predestined. This was not by chance, not by accident, not by human planning. It was delayed because you needed to grow strong enough to receive it again, this time without letting it slip from your hands. What was stolen was something you weren't even fully ready for back then. But now? You've endured. You've passed through pain, confusion, isolation, and still, you kept walking. And heaven took note of that. You weren't abandoned. You were being watched, protected, hidden from those who would misuse your name again. That's why the box was kept away, so that when it returned, you'd be standing tall and unshakable. Messages are already spreading behind the scenes. A family member may act strangely this week. Don't dismiss it. They know more than they're saying. They might have been the one to keep the secret, or they may have watched in silence when it happened. But their silence has become heavy, and it's cracking under the pressure of this return. Someone else, someone distant, will contact you soon. Their message may seem random, disconnected. But listen carefully. They will mention something, maybe a color, a place, or a date, that directly connects to the moment your item was taken. This is confirmation. You are not imagining it. You are not overthinking. You are receiving what is rightfully yours. And this time, the reward will be double. Because for every year you lost something, heaven has assigned 2 more blessings in its place. The box was physical, but the shift it caused is spiritual. You'll notice changes in the air around you, doors opening where walls once stood, people coming back who once ignored you, voices trying to explain things they once denied. But stay grounded. You don't need everyone to understand. You just need to know that what's being restored is yours, and yours alone. A contract may resurface. A name may be cleared. An inheritance may be redirected. This isn't just healing, it's resurrection. You'll soon see proof. Tangible proof. A letter. A picture. A name correction. A message that sounds like déjà vu but is actually the final piece of clarity. Do not be afraid of the memories this may bring. Yes, you'll recall the betrayal, but you'll also realize how far you've come. And you'll thank yourself for not giving up when you felt forgotten. The person who thought they could erase your destiny is now dealing with a flood of truth they cannot control. What they hid to stay safe is now their greatest exposure. And you? You're about to receive divine compensation. Your name, written correctly, spoken truthfully, honored finally, will ring out in places where it was once twisted and mocked. Jealousy. They'll feel compelled to mention you in a conversation that opens an unexpected door. You won't have to ask, beg, or explain. Your name itself will do the work. It carries weight now, forged through fire, sealed through divine timing. The 4 years you spent wondering, grieving, trying to understand why things slipped from your hands, they weren't wasted. They were fertilizing the soil for a massive harvest. And the first fruit is already sprouting, the truth inside that box. What was stolen may have been physical, a document, a key, a sacred object. But the impact was deeply spiritual. It altered paths, confused direction, delayed joy. But now that it has been found, your soul is finally being placed back into alignment with your highest calling. Archangel Michael says there is someone watching from afar now, and they are stunned. They never imagined you would survive, let alone rise. They thought time would bury the truth forever, but it didn't. Time simply preserved it, like a treasure in a vault, waiting for the exact moment heaven would allow it to be uncovered. And that moment was 6:17 p.m. today. The numbers are not random. 6 is the number of man, a reminder of human error, choices, and mistakes. 17 is the number of divine victory, rebirth, and overcoming. Combined, they symbolize the transformation of your pain into purpose, of your loss into leverage. Watch closely in the days ahead. You'll see strangers treat you with sudden kindness. You'll feel like you're being recognized, even by people who don't know your full story. That's because your energy has changed. You are now carrying the light of someone whose identity has been validated by heaven. The person who tried to erase you is losing their grip. They can no longer control what was never theirs to keep. Their hands are trembling. Their heart is restless. They are watching the consequences unfold, and they know, the moment that box opened, their protection ended. You'll soon receive something in the mail. An envelope, a parcel, or even an email that looks simple on the outside, but it will carry weight. Inside will be a word, a number, or a name that completes the puzzle. Don't ignore it. That message will trigger the second wave of what you're meant to reclaim. Someone in authority will also begin to take notice of your story. It could be in your career, your community, or even a family setting. But this person will be moved by what happened, and they will offer you a platform, a position, or a gift to honor what you've overcome. And as all of this unfolds, remember, you do not need to convince anyone. You are no longer seeking permission to rise. You are walking in your ordained return. The object in that box wasn't just stored, it was protected, spiritually insulated from destruction. And that means your future was never truly lost. It was just placed in a vault of divine timing. Now that it's out, everything is different. Expect shifts in your sleep. Expect vivid dreams. Expect revelations to come through symbols, numbers, and sudden knowing. And when the person who took what was yours comes back, don't expect them to admit everything. They may apologize vaguely. They may play dumb. But deep down, they know they were caught the moment that seal was broken. You don't need revenge. You don't need proof. You already have it. Your name is glowing again. You're about to walk into rooms that were built for your voice. You're about to receive back-to-back confirmations. And the more you receive, the more your spirit will say, this is what they tried to stop, but they couldn't. This week will bring signs. Pay close attention. A strange coincidence. A flashback. A random message. A number on a clock. These aren't accidents. They are echoes from the moment the box was opened, reminders that you're in the divine unfolding now. There's no going back. Only forward. Only higher. And what's most incredible is this. The very thing that was stolen will now be the very thing that elevates you. It will become your evidence. Your legacy. Your story of redemption. You are not the same person you were 4 years ago. You are stronger, wiser, sharper. And because of that, what's being returned will flourish in your hands this time. Let the world wonder how you made it. Let them whisper about your rise. Let them see your name shining on places they thought you'd never reach. Because you are becoming who you were always meant to be. And no lock, no lie, no loss could stop that from happening. This is your turning point. Walk boldly into it. Because what's yours is already coming. And it's bringing the fullness of your name with it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. And now, as the energy of this moment expands beyond what the eye can see, the world around you is beginning to adjust. Alignments that were once out of place are falling into formation. Paths that were blocked are quietly unlocking, and the name on that box, your true name, is echoing like a call across time, space, and spirit. You may begin to notice old connections resurfacing. People who once disappeared will now circle back. Some will come with guilt, others with confusion. But do not mistake their return for coincidence. The ripple from that opened box is pulling truth back into orbit, and anyone who was connected to what was stolen will feel it in their bones. There is someone who thought they could replace you. They stepped into a space meant for you, thinking the silence would protect them. But the silence is now breaking, and their mask is starting to slip. They are seeing visions. They are dreaming dreams that don't belong to them. And worst of all, they are hearing your name being spoken in places they once controlled. They are scared, because the lie they built their comfort on is now caving in. And you? You're stepping out of the ashes of delay into the spotlight of restoration. You will walk into rooms where no one knows the full story, yet they'll feel drawn to you. It's not charm. It's not coincidence. It's divine presence. The same energy that preserved your name for all these years is now wrapped around you like armor. Archangel Michael says the angels who guarded your destiny while it was hidden are now walking ahead of you to prepare its full release. They are clearing paths, shifting schedules, arranging meetings you didn't ask for but desperately need. You will feel a new kind of flow. Things once difficult will now feel effortless. The heaviness in your chest is lifting. The fog in your mind is clearing. The weight on your shoulders is being exchanged for wings. Don't be surprised if tears come without reason. That is your soul releasing years of silent pain. Don't resist it. Let it wash you clean. Let it make room for what's being returned. And what's being returned is not coming back empty. What was taken from you 4 years ago has grown in value. In its absence, it gained momentum, favor, and recognition. And now that it's back, it will multiply everything it touches in your life. Opportunities that were closed off will swing wide open. People who never saw you before will now see only you. Blessings that were diverted will now be magnetically drawn back into your orbit. Expect unexpected emails. Expect names from the past to resurface. Expect justice, not loud and dramatic, but swift and complete. Even legal matters, financial blessings, or family inheritance issues that were previously tangled will begin to unravel. The truth can no longer be hidden. Your name was on that box for a reason, and now the whole world will have to recognize what that name carries. You are not stepping back into who you were. You are rising into who you were always becoming. There's no need to explain yourself to those who stayed silent when your name was stolen. You owe them nothing. This restoration is between you and the divine. Let the angels handle the explanations. Your job is to receive, to stand, to step fully into the light. There's one more thing. You will be offered a choice soon. A decision that could shape the direction of your next chapter. It will be tempting to shrink back, to choose comfort, to doubt your readiness. Don't. You are ready because you've walked through the fire. You are equipped because you endured the silence. You are chosen because no one else could carry what you carried and still survive. Your strength is not in your scars, it's in your stillness, your resilience, and your clarity. So when that opportunity knocks, answer boldly. Your name has already opened the door. The final piece will be a confirmation you didn't expect. Someone will say something, not realizing it connects directly to the object in the box. When you hear it, you'll feel chills. That's the signal. It's done. You are fully aligned. The journey back to yourself is complete. This is more than restoration. It's exaltation. It's validation. It's the beginning of everything they tried to end. From this moment forward, no one can write over your name. No one can erase your story. No one can undo what has already been divinely reactivated. Your voice will carry. Your light will rise. Your future is unlocked. Walk forward now, not with fear, but with fierce certainty. Because what was hidden has now become the key. What was stolen has become sacred. And what was sealed is now open forever. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.